Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Michelle, and here on my channel I do weekly budgeting videos, and I try to do a new video every 3 times a week. So if that sounds like something you might be interested in, please subscribe so you don't miss when I post a new video. So today we are stuffing my savings binders. So if you're new, we are planning a move, and yeah, we're planning to move out of state. So that being said, I don't remember if I told you guys last week or not that we had a really rough estimated timeline. But I think now we're pretty much decided that we think it'll be best. Sorry if you can hear my son in the background. We think it'll be best to move in June. So he was trying to convince me to move in like May, April, because I'm going to be on maternity leave, and he thinks it will be easier for me to, or for us to move without me having to find a job right away, because I will be on maternity leave and I should be getting disability, but I'm getting California disability, and I was like really concerned that by moving to another state in the middle of that, it's going to mess everything up. Also, like, I would have just had a new baby, and then we were thinking, well, our son is 5 years old, he's in school, and so he gets out in June. I think it's like June 4th, I want to say, is his last day. I don't know for sure, but it's like that first week of June is his last day of school. So right after he gets out of school, I'm thinking like the week after, maybe like 2 weeks after, like a week or 2 weeks after he gets out of school, will be like the best time to move. It'll be, you know, June, so it won't be super hot, but it won't be super cold. But yeah, it's coming up really fast, and like I said, I'll be on maternity leave when he wanted to move before, which is like a couple months sooner. So I'm 31 weeks pregnant as I'm filming this. So I think next month is going to be my last month, which means literally we're gonna essentially be moving in about 5 months. And 4 out of those 5 months, I'm going to be on maternity leave. So I'm not going to be really making any money towards the save. So like the rest of January and like half of February, I really have to focus on saving. So these savings binders are going to become a big priority for me right now. And I think in this video, I'm going to be making some changes, and I'm going to be moving some money around to make this work for me a little bit better. Because, well, when it gets to the part where I'm mostly concerned, I'll go over that with you. But yeah, now that I know, pretty much we're moving in about 5 months, and 4 of those months I'm not going to be working. So I have to really be smart with my money right now. But yeah, that being said, let's go ahead and jump into it. So I have 2 different binders for my move. So this first binder is like bills and expenses. Oh, and it's like stuck in here. Yeah, it's like bills and expenses and like household stuff. So I'm trying to get 3 months of rent, or like 3 months of like bills essentially, before we move, like saved up in here. Obviously in 5 months and only 1 of those months me working, that's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna be saving up just as much as I possibly can. I'm definitely not gonna hit the goals that I wanted before we move, but I do have an emergency fund if we absolutely have to. And I figured I can take some money from my other binders if we have to. Also, I think next week's stuffing, I'm going to take a lot of this money out of here and put it into a high yield savings account temporarily until I need it, because I don't think I'm going to be able to pay rent in cash. So I'm going to have to like deposit it into my account and do it that way anyway. So I think that'll be good if I'm trying to like, I don't know. That's just like the thought that I had, is taking this money out. So I'm working on currently making placeholders for these binders. And then next week, I think I'm going to take these out and put them in a high yield savings account instead of just sitting in here. I don't know. That's my idea. But yeah, so rent. We're planning on renting a house when we get there. We don't have it picked out yet, but I'm planning on spending no more than $2,000 a month on rent. Normally, me and my fiance would split it, but because, you know, we don't know what's going to happen financially with our move, I'm planning on just having the whole thing up front. So I only have $380. So we're not even close to my goal. But I'm going to be stuffing $30 right now. I'm also hoping to be able to stuff my tax return in here. So that's something I'm excited for. I was originally just going to put my tax return like straight into my, what's it called? My emergency fund. And I was going to beef that up. But now that we know the move is coming a lot sooner than I had originally expected, that's like where that money has to go, especially with me not working for 4 months. Okay, so I have 120, no, what? 1, 2, 300, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, and $410. So I have 410, and if I'm planning on spending $2,000 a month, I don't even have a quarter of the first month's rent. So I need to start beefing these up like really bad. Okay, so water, I'll probably just do like 1 month instead of like 3. So once these get a little bit higher, I will stop stuffing them. And I'll plan for like what I have now as my bill, as like an estimate. So this is getting $10. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 10. What? 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 100. I don't know where that came from. Okay, so $100 towards water. And right now my water bill is like 120, so I'll probably stop around there and start stuffing more towards like the big expenses. Electricity is getting $20. And again, like this one, my goal was like $800 because I wanted 3 months, but that's just not realistic with me not working for most of that 5 months. 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. So $200 for electricity. Honestly, I don't know what to expect for electricity, but that's probably enough. That's probably enough for like 1 month, I would assume. I don't know what to expect at all. And I'm hoping like my fiance is going to be able to get a job right away and he'll be able to help out with a lot of these bills. Like electricity is his bill. So if he can pay that and I don't have to, then that money can go towards something else. So we did talk about it, and because he's opening up his own business, and so originally like our plan was he will do that and then I will work as a server. But yeah, we decided it's probably gonna be best if he works on the business like kind of more part-time, and then has another, or I don't know, or just has 2 jobs. I don't know. But we just need to get on our feet and not be super stressed out. So he is gonna get a job when we get there, at least for the time being, until we get the business like up and running and everything is like all set and they actually are making a profit, because right now we don't know what to expect. Okay, so let's see. Phone bill, again, this is his bill, so if I don't have to, I don't know what he pays on the phone bill though, to be honest. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Like, I literally have no idea what he pays. Maybe like 200. I don't know. But pretty much all of these, except for I think 1 in my other binder, pretty much all of these, in order to make a payment, I'm gonna have to deposit it anyway. So all of these I'm gonna be putting into a high yield account and hoping that with as much money accumulated as possible, it will create the most amount of interest and be more beneficial to me in the long run. Internet is getting $10. Right now my internet's like 110, so I'm hoping it's not going to be much more than that. And so maybe next week I can just call it good and have a full payment. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. And then water and internet should be completely funded, and then that extra money can go towards something more important. His motorcycle bill, I think it's like $200 or something. I really don't know. But I might stop stuffing this one too. I have some, like the rent and then like our deposit is like the biggest thing I'm concerned about right now, because that's the money you have to have up front before even getting like approved or accepted or anything. And I recently, sorry, I'm like, I can't think at the same time. I should be at $100. I recently like realized, I don't know if I wasn't like thinking about it, but having dogs is why we wanted to rent a house versus an apartment. But then like I was looking at the description on some of the houses, and a lot of houses don't accept dogs. And there was one house specifically where it said it was a $500 pet deposit on top of the security deposit, but that $500 was per pet. We have 4 dogs. So if that's the case, it was a $2,000 deposit plus basically $2,000 for a pet deposit. So that's $4,000 for just a deposit. Like not even the first month's rent or anything. So that is what I'm stressing out about now. So I got 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, and 100. So $100 towards his motorcycle payment. And then car insurance, I don't know what to expect on this either. I don't know, maybe putting $20. So this should be at $200. Maybe we can do like a bundle with like car insurance and like renter's insurance. I think people do that. 1, 20, 40, 60, 82. But I don't know like at all what to expect on that. So that is stuffed. And next we are stuffing the next binder. So this one is the second half to my savings binders for the move. But this one's more like specifically for the move, not really like household expenses. So this one is for the move. So it's getting $30. I did actually take $180 out of here, so I should be at $230 now. I did take $180 out of here because I made a purchase for the move. I ordered some vacuum seal bags, like a ton of them, for my clothes because, well, all of our clothes, but mostly my clothes because my clothes are out of control. And I figured I can start packing those away right now because I'm pregnant, so I'm not wearing the clothes anyway. And then by the time we move, it's gonna be June, so I'm not gonna need any of our cold clothes. I can put all of the cold, like winter clothes away. I can put pretty much, I'm gonna be on maternity leave. I know I'm gonna be wearing leggings and an oversized sweatshirt pretty much the entire time. So anything that's not those things, I'm gonna be packing away. So I bought a ton of vacuum bags, and then I bought like really big totes to store them in. And I figured that's better than boxes because we can reuse these for other purposes. So I thought that was a good idea. So I bought that. Yeah, the totes were pretty expensive though, I'm not gonna lie. But we can reuse them. So it's better than just buying like boxes that you're gonna throw away. So 1, 2, 20, and 30. Okay, so next up I have the big one. This is the deposit for the house. And it is getting $130 right now. And actually, okay, so let's do 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 1, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So this one is the one that needs to be stuffed the most. My goal is $2,000, but now I'm thinking my goal should be $4,000 because for a house that's around $2,000 a month, I've noticed the deposit. There was one house that was like $1,970 a month, and the deposit was like $2,300. And then like it says pets upon approval and all this stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. They're not being very specific about like if pets are allowed, or if they are allowed, how many pets you can have. Because some of the houses I was looking at said that dogs were allowed, and then when you read further into the description, it says you can have no more than 2 dogs, and they have to be under 40 pounds. And we have 4 dogs. 2 of them are under 40 pounds, and 2 of them are probably like 100 pounds each. So I feel like the pets is going to be such a hard thing for us to find a house. And I feel like it's going to be probably an extra $2,000 deposit for having our dogs. So I need to really, really focus on this one. I'm really like stressed out now about that because like literally never even crossed my mind about having a pet deposit. And then when I saw $500 per dog on that one house, I'm like, oh my God, like I really need to be more prepared for this. So I got right now 100, 200, 300, 400, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 500. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 5, 510. Why did I think I was only gonna have 410? Okay, so 510. So my math was off in my head when I was trying to figure this out. So 510, but I'm gonna break into my holiday binder. I already talked to my fiance about this and he said it's fine. I'm taking out all of the money from the kids' birthdays. And I told him he's just gonna be completely responsible for covering the kids' birthdays himself. And the money that I have saved for that is going to the deposit for the house. And he is okay with that. So that is what I'm doing. So all of the money from the kids' birthdays is getting taken out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So that was there. Okay, so that should be $600. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm gonna add another 600 here. I probably should have just done all of this in one go, but and then I'm also debating on canceling my microblading appointment and taking the money from there and putting it in here as well, because I have an appointment in August to get my eyebrows microbladed. The appointment, she takes only cash, and I'm going to be spending like $800. But it's here in California. I'm going to have to, I don't know what my work schedule is going to be over there because we're moving in June. By August, I should have a job. I am going to have to drive, if I can get it off work, I'm going to have to drive all the way back to California, sit at the appointment for God knows how long, and then drive all the way back. It's going to be literally an all-day thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Plus the gas it's going to be, like, that's going to be so expensive in gas. Plus I'm spending $800 on that after we just made this big move. I just don't know if I want to do that. So I'm not decided on it. I'm still thinking about it. After next week's cash stuffing, I should have like $500 in there, and then I will hopefully have a decision by next week. I'm kind of leaning towards canceling it, but I'm just going to give myself a little bit more time to think about it. But yeah, so let's go ahead and see what we have now. I have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. Right, let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 11, 11, 10. So I have 11, 10 right now, which is good. 1,110. So we are almost to the first goal, but like I said, we still have to think about a pet deposit. Okay, so next up is the car registration. So we'll have to register our car in a new state. 1, 10, and I'm putting $10. I don't know how much this is gonna be. I feel like I'll have $100 in here. I should. I feel like California registration is like way more expensive, so hopefully it won't be too bad. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, and 100. Okay, and then next up is money for the house. So this is probably mostly going to be furniture. I don't want to buy too much furniture in a house that we're just renting. I'm not planning on being there for more than a year. What did I say? I was going to put $10. So this should have $100. So yeah, I don't want to go crazy on buying anything for the house and like decorations and stuff. Like I want to wait till we like buy our house before we like do all that stuff. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, and 1. So if you guys were wondering, yes, we are going to be buying a house up there in Nevada, but we're going to be renting first until we're like on our feet. Once we're up there, I'm going to be starting my savings challenge boxes again. That did take a pause because of the move. I wanted to make sure I had money specifically set aside for the move, and I'm glad I did when I did, because I have a little bit in here, and now that we have an idea of when we're going, I can really focus on it. Miscellaneous is getting $10. So this is literally anything that I didn't think of, or I can pull this money if we're a little bit short on a category. So yeah, let's see. 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, 72, $73 in miscellaneous, which is good. $73. So yeah, that is that. So yeah, I'm currently working on making placeholders for those, and then they'll be going into a high yield sinking fund or high yield savings account. I should have maybe like combined like maybe $2,000, I think. And so the interest rates are like 3.3% right now. So hopefully that'll help out a little bit. But yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.